With more than 244 million followers on social media and an illustrious career spanning decades, Jennifer Lopez is one of the most powerful celebrities in Hollywood. She is a force to be reckoned with, a triple threat, and has starred in major blockbusters, released multi-platinum albums, and raised thousands for charities, ultimately propelling herself to the forefront of Hollywood's fame. Going beyond her entertainment career, J.Lo enjoys a highly successful business career consisting of clothing lines, accessories, fragrances, a production company, television shows, and charitable foundations, among others, proving there is nothing she cannot do.
Everything's a challenge, you know what I mean? From the time I started acting, actually when I started dancing first and singing, that was a challenge to get into the business, just to break in from, living in the Bronx and not having any connections and not knowing anybody. That was a challenge. Then breaking into television was a huge challenge, getting my first video, now making my first album, doing my first movie. So it's all, to me, just different things and different goals I have, and I'm just gonna, keep on trying.
So many film stars have attempted to launch a career in music. So many hit musicians have sought further success in the movies. Yet none of them has ever matched the monumental achievements of Jennifer Lopez. While her life has been a roller coaster of fame and success, Jennifer's story has a humble beginning. Born on July 24, 1969, Jennifer Lynn Lopez was born in the Castle Hill neighborhood of the Bronx, New York, to Puerto Rican parents, Guadalupe Rodriguez and David Lopez. Her father at the time worked the night shift at the Guardian Insurance Company before becoming a computer technician at the firm. Her mother was a homemaker. They soon moved out of their small apartment and into a two-story house that they bought, a big win for the relatively poor family. At the age of 5, Jennifer Lopez began taking singing and dancing lessons. Jennifer always knew she wanted to be a star, but her parents discouraged this, leading to friction between them. Unfortunately, there were not enough Latin actors in Hollywood at the time, and her parents worried about the backlash she would face from the industry. While she was interested in the arts, her parents wanted her to focus on getting an education and speaking fluent English. She studied at Catholic schools, participating in gymnastics and track, and was also a member of the school's softball team. She spent her high school years attending many national competitions for track and being an active member of the school's drama club.
I was the type of kid who used to cut up my t-shirts and make a skirt out of a pair of pants, and because I wanted it to match right. I've just always been part of who I am,
During her final year of high school, Jennifer Lopez learned about a film casting that was seeking several teenage girls for small roles. She auditioned and was cast in My Little Girl. My Little Girl went on to be nominated for the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance Film Festival, but it was not a commercial success. It helped J.Lo realize her ambition to be an actor, but her parents were not supportive of her ambitions. In 1987, after graduating from Preston High School in the Bronx, she enrolled at Branch College in Manhattan and worked at a legal office to fund her dance and singing profession. Her college life only lasted one term before she decided to drop out and focus solely on her career as an entertainer. She began auditioning for dance roles and was eventually selected as a dancer for various music videos. She then moved out of her parents' house, got an apartment in Manhattan, and started getting roles in musicals. In 1993, she scored her big break as a backup dancer in Janet Jackson's That's the Way Love Goes video. Jennifer was offered the opportunity to go on tour with Janet Jackson, but she refused because she had bigger aspirations than being just a backup dancer. Her decision to take a chance on herself instead of working for someone else is a true testament of her work ethic and ambition. Soon, she was also selected as a backup dancer for New Kids on the Block. Jennifer Lopez landed a role alongside Hollywood A-listers Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson in the 1995 movie Money Train. After the success of the film, she acted alongside Robin Williams in the 1996 drama Jack, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, which propelled her further up the ladder. Jennifer Lopez stood out from the rest of the cast, and the world noticed. But she did not want to be a supporting actress. What she needed was the perfect film to make her presence known in Hollywood. Her acting in Selena proved to the world that she could carry a movie as a star. She was here to achieve great things, and soon she did.
I knew of Selena, and I'd heard her music. I was an admirer of hers. I knew she was doing great things, but I had never been to a concert or anything. But it was definitely a role that I felt I could sink my teeth into. I mean, it was a good role. They don't come along like this every day, so.
Selena was loved by hundreds of thousands of fans. Did you feel any pressure when deciding to take this part? Can you tell us about that? Was there any
No,
pressure?
there was no question of whether or not I was going to take it. If they were going to give it to me, I was going to do it. But of course, there was a lot of pressure with whoever would have gotten it because she was so beloved and because, you know, it was a huge job. There was a lot to do. You know, she was very fresh in the public's mind. They remembered her. How do you do it without trying to impersonate her or being a caricature? You know, you don't want to do any of that. You want to be a real person. And that was the hard part.
Right. The first scene, I mean, I know I trembled in my seat. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah.
How did that feel? The fans just chanting Selena, Selena, Selena.
Yeah.
You coming into the Eastern Amsterdam. Tell us about that.
It was wonderful because when I first came out, I didn't know how the fans were going to accept me, and when I did come out, they were yelling Selena and they were yelling Jennifer, which made me feel very at home, and that they did accept me in the role, and they were there to be supportive and positive. So that was a great feeling. And the way you feel when you watch that first scene, if you just multiply that by like 10,000, that's how I felt when I walked in there and then got off, and when I walked up the stairs and they turned the lights down.
Selena was a hit, especially with the Latin community, and won many awards and even got her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress.
You are currently, I believe, the highest paid and perhaps the busiest Latin actress.
Yeah, pretty busy and well paid. But of course, there's always room for improvement.
Is this a source of pride for you?
Definitely. I always feel that everything that I do, although I don't do it for the purpose of, trying to, be a role model or anything like that, I do it because it's what I love doing. I wanted to be an actress. That was my goal. But if that in turn, is inspiring to somebody else, then this is a wonderful thing.
In 1998, the world saw Jennifer romance George Clooney on the big screen with the release of Steven Soderbergh's Out of Sight, a romantic thriller in which she played a federal agent who falls for a criminal.
You just never know who you're going to hit it off with or who that person's going to be, and it's usually the most unlikely person or somebody you thought this will never happen, and life has a funny way of just happening. Mm-hmm. It just takes you. Mm-hmm. But there's always that person in your life, I think, who you meet and you have a connection, and just the circumstances, even though you may be in love with that person and they're in love with you, and it's like, you could imagine yourself growing old with that person, and then just because of circumstances, it's never gonna work. It's just life happens, the world happens in front of you, and just those two people are not gonna be together.
Many critics have called her performance in the film her best ever, and the chemistry between Jennifer and George was phenomenally electric. With her career on the rise, Jennifer Lopez decided to take a big risk, debuting her music. Many critics wondered why she would take the risk of launching a music career when she was already an established movie star. Her risk paid off, and her debut album, On the Six, made the top 10 on the US charts. Her song, If You Had My Love, became one of the best-selling singles of 1999, selling over 1.2 million units in the US alone. Jennifer Lopez earned a Grammy nomination for Best Dance Recording and 2 nominations at the Latin Grammy Awards. Her winning streak seemed impossible to stop, but her personal life soon took a big hit. During the making of her debut album, Jennifer met Sean Combs, known as Puff Daddy, who helped produce the album. Their 2.5-year relationship was splashed across the media on a regular basis, and the press focused on one particular story, which saw J.Lo and Combs involved in a gunfire brawl at a New York club in December 1999. The pair were stopped by police after the incident, and a stolen gun was found in the front seat of their car, for which J.Lo was initially charged with gun possession. But the charges were later dropped after her appeal that she was in the backseat of the car during transit. Needless to say, the hype and stress surrounding the drama would fizzle the romance, and J.Lo split from Combs a year later. Jennifer's career continued to skyrocket in the 21st century, starting with the green Versace jungle dress that Lopez wore at the 42nd Annual Grammy Awards in 2000. The dress was voted the 5th most iconic red carpet dress of all time, and the images of her in the dress became the most popular search query of all time. There was so much coverage of the dress that it led to the creation of Google's image search. With one dress, Jennifer Lopez changed the red carpet forever, and it is now one of the most iconic fashion moments of all time. Duplicates of the dress are on display at the Fashion Museum in Bath and the Grammy Museum in LA. 2001 was an eventful year for Jennifer Lopez. Her second album, titled J.Lo, changed her image as a performer, as she changed her stage name to J.Lo, a nickname given to her by the fans. The album was a commercial success, debuting at #1 on the United States Billboard 200. Her single, Love Don't Cost a Thing, was a big hit. It was on the set of filming the video for the song that she met backup dancer Chris Judd. The same week as her album release, her romantic comedy film, The Wedding Planner, in which she starred opposite Matthew McConaughey, opened at the box office.
I read a lot of scripts, and then, I go and I pick what I like, and it just so happened that one happened to be a thriller, and then the next one a romantic comedy, and the next one I have coming out is a drama. So, they just kind of work out that way. It wasn't really planned. No, I was saying, with the CD and the movie coming out in the same week, it's like, kind of like giving birth in a way, because it's the closest thing, you put so much into it, and then it's just a lot, it's a lot in 1 week.
The same year, she starred in the romantic drama film Angel Eyes, which performed disappointingly at the box office, but still had positive reviews from movie critics. She soon married her boyfriend, Chris Judd, but in true showbiz fashion, the marriage lasted only a few months, and by 2003, the two divorced. But Lady Luck seemed to be on her side. In 2003, Jennifer Lopez met Hollywood actor Ben Affleck on the set of the film Geely, and they soon began dating. There were high hopes for Geely, but the film did not do well at the box office. The pair soon appeared in another film together titled Jersey Girl, which too was a flop. J.Lo was still married to Chris Judd at the time. She and Affleck went public with their relationship after her divorce from Judd, causing a worldwide stir. The media coverage was off the charts, with the pair being named Bennifer, and Affleck even appearing in her music video for the single Jenny from the Block, which was taken from her third studio album, This Is Me, Then, in 2002. They say in show business, you never forget your roots, and J.Lo certainly didn't. The music video from Jenny from the Block is a testament to that. The video showed Jennifer and Ben from the perspective of the paparazzi and the loss of privacy from their lives due to the press. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez were reportedly struggling with the frenzied media coverage at the time. And in 2008, Ben said in an interview that he regretted starring in the music video as it negatively impacted his acting career. The song, however, has been called one of J.Lo's most memorable and iconic singles. The pair got engaged in November 2002. With Affleck giving her a $2.5 million 6.1 carat pink diamond ring. Their romance was the beginning of Bennifer. No matter where they went, the cameras followed them, causing much strain on their relationship. But just days before their wedding, the couple made a joint statement announcing the postponement of their wedding due to excessive media attention. In 2004, they announced their split. Jennifer Lopez hit the headlines once again the same year when she secretly married salsa star Marc Anthony. They had briefly dated in the late 1990s before Marc's first marriage and Jennifer's second. In 2005, J.Lo returned to the spotlight with her fourth studio album, Rebirth, in 2005. Although debuting at number 2 in the US, the album quickly fell off the charts. Her single Get Right was a hit and gained international attention following its release. At this point in J.Lo's career, her movies had not been much of a success, and after a tumultuous breakup and subsequent marriage, she wanted to get back to her passion for singing. 2 years later, she followed up with her first full Spanish album, Como Ama Una Mujer. The album was produced by her husband, Marc Anthony. The album was a massive success, putting J.Lo back on track as a triple threat. Using this momentum, J.Lo opened her clothing line and a range of perfumes that topped many sales records. She also launched her own production company. In 2007, during the final night of their co-headlining tour, J.Lo and Marc Anthony confirmed they were expecting their first child. Jennifer's father soon confirmed that the couple were expecting twins.
it was a shock that I was having twins. I didn't even think I was pregnant, to be very honest. I was like, no, it hasn't happened for me for so long. I don't know why it would happen now. And my husband felt like, no, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. And
he had a sense.
Yeah, and we went to the doctor, and she checked me, and she was just like, oh, you're having twins. And I was like, what? Of course I am. Of course I'm having twins.
On the 22nd of February, 2008, Jennifer Lopez gave birth to a son, Maximilian David, and a daughter, Emma Maribel, in Long Island, New York. In 2009, Jennifer Lopez launched her foundation, Lopez Family Foundation, offering various medical support for children and women. She also started many charity projects and donated to many organizations. In April 2010, she starred in the romantic comedy The Backup Plan, her first film in over 3 years. The film earned a modest $77 million worldwide and received mediocre reviews. The same year, it was announced that J.Lo would be the judge in the 10th season of American Idol, with MTV stating that the deal was mutually beneficial to all those involved, while CNN reported that J.Lo was viewing it as a decision to revive her career. The ratings for American Idol had been low at the time, and it desperately needed a breath of fresh air, and Jennifer Lopez did just that. Her entry was a huge success. Jennifer's cheerful personality and experience made her the perfect judge. J.Lo graced the American Idol judging table from 2011 to 2016, becoming extremely liked by the audience. Not only did J.Lo help the show helped her in many ways as well. Before American Idol, Jennifer was labeled as a diva by the press. It was rumored that she was difficult to work with. Her appearance on American Idol made her relatable and allowed her to showcase who she really was.
You know, after I did American Idol, and, you know, before that, you're so guarded as an artist, you know, you don't know how much to give, how much to reveal. You reveal a little bit through your music, through the characters you play. But once I did Idol, and I really let people in to see who I really was as a person, since then I realized that that has its benefits to it. It also, you know, there's nothing wrong with showing your vulnerabilities and who you really are. And I don't know. I don't regret it. I always do what feels right in the moment. I follow my gut.
The show helped raise her star profile again, and her single, On the Floor, became the most successful single of J.Lo's career. Her comeback did not go unnoticed by Hollywood. Her stint at American Idol set a trend for every major star at the time to sign up to be a judge on reality talent shows, including Christina Aguilera, Gwen Stefani, Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, and Demi Lovato, serving as judges on The X Factor and The Voice. The show also became a steady gig for J.Lo as she divorced Marc Anthony in 2014. Rumors about the breakup were circulating much earlier, and the couple filed for divorce in April 2012. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Jennifer Lopez said, "I loved myself enough to walk away." In 2013, J.Lo became the chief creative officer of Nuvo TV and founded the mobile phone retail brand Viva Mobile.
The passion I have for who I am and where I come from has always been a big part of that, even in my entertainment career.
For Jennifer, this was her way of giving back to the Latin community for their support and adoration. In December, she was awarded the Grace Kelly Award at the March of Dimes event for her support of the organization, which aims to prevent birth defects, premature births, and infant mortality. After a few successful months, J.Lo was back to doing what she does best. She released her 8th studio album, AKA, in 2014. The album made a minor impact on the charts, but her single Booty, featuring Pitbull and Iggy Azalea, became her second highest debut on Billboard Hot 100. Jennifer also continued her acting career and starred in the NBC crime drama series Shades of Blue as Detective Harley Santos, a single mother and police detective who goes undercover for the FBI to investigate her own squad.
I think the most fun part of playing Harley is she's so unlike. She's so much tougher than I am in real life, and so steely and so like in control of her emotions, whereas I really am not most of the time. We have similarities, but I think just, you know, her kind of not care attitude, you know, I wish I didn't care as much sometimes.
The show had 3 successful seasons and won J.Lo the People's Choice Award for Best Crime Drama Actress in 2017. In 2015, Jennifer Lopez announced her Las Vegas residency concert show at Planet Hollywood's Zappos Theater. Her show commenced in January 2016, and she performed about 120 shows before the contract ended in September 2018. Her performance at Vegas showed her dedication to the craft. J.Lo continues to be a talented entertainer. The residency solidified Jennifer Lopez as a music sensation and grossed over $100 million in ticket sales. During her residency, Jennifer found love again, this time with former professional baseball player Alex Rodriguez. The two posted many loved-up photos to her Instagram page, and in October 2017, the pair made plans to move in together, proving their relationship was serious. J.Lo's career continued blossoming as she was named one of the Time's 100 most influential people in the world, proving that she had maintained her popularity over the years. Forbes also listed her as the 6th highest paid woman in music, with an estimated earning of $47 million from 2017 to 2018 alone. Soon, in 2019, Jennifer Lopez embarked on her first concert tour in 7 years to celebrate her upcoming 50th birthday. Titled It's My Party, the international tour ran from June to August, grossing an estimated $54.7 million from 38 shows. The same year, the pair announced their engagement after Alex Rodriguez asked Jennifer Lopez to marry him while vacationing in the Bahamas. Naturally, the two documented the engagement on Instagram, where fans were treated to picturesque shots of the proposal and the stunning diamond ring. 2019 also saw J.Lo's return to the box office with the drama film Hustlers. Inspired by a true story, Hustlers follows a group of Manhattan strippers who con wealthy men for their money. Many think of J.Lo's acting in Hustlers as her best performance so far. It is also easy to see how much effort she put in to prepare for the role. Jennifer Lopez served as an executive producer for the film, and her portrayal of a manipulative stripper garnered acclaim from critics, deeming it Oscar-worthy.
Especially for a movie like Hustlers.
Yeah.
It's all about girl power.
I know. I mean, you know, being involved with a movie like this, producing a movie like this, starring in a movie like this is like a dream come true. We all feel so incredibly proud, you know, to have got this movie made and to have so many women working in the key positions of producer, director, stars. It's an amazing thing. And the movie itself, Lorene did a fantastic job, and so did everybody. So I'm excited for people to see it.
These Wall Street guys, you see what they did to this country? They stole from everybody. Hardworking people lost everything. And not one of these dudes.
Even though Jennifer was older than many of her co-stars, she still outshone all of them on screen. She continues to be an ageless enigma. The film got her nominations for Best Supporting Actress at the Golden Globe Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards, Critics' Choice Movie Awards, and Independent Spirit Awards. The film also gave Jennifer Lopez her highest opening weekend at the box office. In 2020, Jennifer Lopez, alongside Shakira, became the first Latina artist to headline the Super Bowl halftime show.
Two Latinas doing this at this time in this country at this time it's just very empowering for us. And for me, I'm very proud to be able to help set and push forth that message. When we finished the first run through, you know, Shakira looked at me, she was like, "That was amazing." And I was like, "No, you were amazing." And I think she was like, "It's different what we do." And I said, "Well, it's very Shakira and it's very Jennifer." And I think that's what you're gonna get from the performance.
Your show and my show feel very different, but very complementary. They complement each other. And I think that we've been working so hard the past weeks to make sure that everything is as good as we can feel it, that it is. And so everybody can enjoy this Sunday, enjoy a great show. And we hope that it will be a great show.
The duo's performance at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens signaled a major turn of events for the show, which in the past few years has been subject to criticism for its choice of performers. Their performance was a massive success. J.Lo even performed with her daughter on stage. There was a tremendous upswell of critical and popular approval for her and Shakira. The show combined both singers' best and beloved hits alongside an indomitable display of hip-shaking and hair-flipping. In 2021, fans of Bennifer were rewarded with a fairy tale happy ending after Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck reunited. The news came after J.Lo ended her engagement with Alex Rodriguez and Ben Affleck split from Ana de Armas. At first, sources said the duo were purely platonic, claiming they had never not been friends. Soon, they were spotted heading off for a week-long vacation in Montana. After nearly 2 decades, they had found true love again. The pair quickly began spending all their free time together, blending their children into one big family. And in April 2022, in an exclusive video published in her personal fan newsletter, J.Lo announced that she and Affleck had gotten engaged a year after reuniting. He proposed to her while she was taking a bubble bath. months later, the pair tied the knot in a surprise Las Vegas wedding and jetted off to Paris for a sunny honeymoon along with their kids. Jennifer and Ben also hosted a star-studded second private wedding ceremony in August 2022 and embarked on a second honeymoon trip to Italy. Over the years, Jennifer Lopez has continued to support numerous charities, and in 2021, she launched Limitless Labs to support and empower Latina entrepreneurs and business owners. In June 2022, she also partnered with nonprofit Grameen America to financially empower women-led Latina businesses. She also starred in the 2022 romantic comedy Marry Me, alongside Owen Wilson and Maluma. Jennifer Lopez has consistently broken the glass ceiling, paving the way for other women of color to achieve their dreams and allow for more representation in the entertainment industry. The world waits to see what Jennifer Lopez will do next. She still has a lot of magic left in her. For her, the sky is the limit. J.Lo's 9th album is slated to release soon, titled This Is Me Now, in honor of the 20th anniversary of her 3rd studio album, This Is Me Then. In an interview with Apple Music, Jennifer Lopez opened up about how Ben Affleck inspired her to get into the recording studio in both instances, 20 years and now. One of her recent projects includes a children's book, Con Pollo, a bilingual playtime adventure, which became a New York Times bestseller. She has several projects in the works and has continued dominating the showbiz industry ever since her debut. Lopez was also in the action feature The Mother, directed by Nikki Caro, released on Netflix in May 2023. Lopez shows off her versatility in the film by portraying a former spy, skilled in unarmed combat and doing everything she can to rescue her daughter. While the film has received mixed reviews, J.Lo's performance has been praised by many, especially for the amount of training she went through for the role. Jennifer Lopez is an incredibly versatile actress who has taken up so many different roles in her career and nailing her performance every single time. Whether it is fashion, music, dancing, or marketing, it seems there is nothing Jenny from the block can't do. Jennifer Lopez is still regarded as the most influential Latin entertainer of all time, having broken many ethnic barriers in the entertainment industry. She continues to pull in millions of dollars a year from endorsements and has also partnered with designer parfums to create 24 fragrances. With her tenacious can-do attitude and a persistent work ethic, J.Lo has truly lived up to be the triple threat she is, and it seems like nothing will stop her.